Watch this video at your own risk because after watching it, you will become such a person who will not care what people are saying about him. So stop chewing the wire of Erf and let's start. In 300 BC, in the city of Cyprus, there lived a very rich raider named Jano. One day, Jano was going from Phoenicia to Persia on a journey. The journey was going smoothly, but suddenly a very dangerous storm came and his ship sank. And along with that ship, his whole life's hard work went down the drain in a single moment. Jano, who was a very rich man, became poor in a second, and now he had nothing. I thought if you were in Jano's place, how would you have reacted? You would have burst out with anger and become sad. You would have felt that life has cheated you. What has God done to you? These reactions are very natural, but not for Jano because he was the father of Stoicism. A small change in your thinking can bring very big changes in your life later on. Jano said that whatever was to happen has happened. Stop being sad and crying. Keep your mind calm. What is the use of crying over things that are not in our control? Stoicism is based on not grieving over things that are not in our control. Stoicism was created by reading Socrates and other philosophers who created and taught us that we do not have control over what we experience, but how we react is always in our hands. Nowadays, people consider Stoics as those who are never sad, who neither burst out in anger nor shake with anxiety, as if their emotion switch has been turned off. But the real concept of Stoicism is not to be emotionless. Stoicism was a philosophy, a new perspective to see the world, a way of life that is so powerful that it has been going on for thousands of years. And guess what? This philosophy is still as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Stoicism gives us a special lesson that when we have a negative experience, we should not suppress our emotions. We have to learn to process them and find a new way out of those emotions. We have to create a thought process. We have to develop a unique perspective that changes the way of looking at the world. This is what perspective is everything. Everyone's experience is different, so naturally everyone's perspective is also different, but Stoicism gives us the power to become a better version from every experience. The most special thing about Stoicism was that he did not keep his thoughts and ideas confined within the four walls of a school or a palace. His philosophy was for everyone, a thought that could make every person's life better, whether he was a slave or an emperor, and because of this, the knowledge of Stoicism spread everywhere. Some such names which became legends of Stoic philosophy: Epic, Titus, who was earlier a slave. His name itself is enough, which means acquired. Then comes Seneca, who was a brilliant statesman, and finally Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who was the world's most powerful ruler. Stoicism did not only teach philosophy, but also taught they also practiced it. These people stood against all kinds of inequality and discrimination. Treating everyone on the same level was the core of their principles. In fact, they are called cosmoprofs. But this concept of unity and togetherness was taught by the Stoics thousands of years ago. Then why do so many people make Stoicism their lifestyle? It is simple. The world is full of unexpected events, and emotions lead us astray every time. Think why we are sad because unexpected things happen. Bad movements will definitely come in life. But when they fall without warning, then we get shaken. Like rain, rain is not bad in itself. Water hydrates the plants, keeps the temperature cool. Livestock gets water. But when a cloud catches us without an umbrella, then the scene gets spoiled. But we do not start crying during the rain, because we have learnt that it will rain someday. The weather is not in our control. We have accepted it. When the rain stops, we feel sad. If it happens, the light returns. This is the lesson that Stoicism teaches, that whatever bad can happen, you should assume that it will happen. When you visualize and accept the worst outcome, you become mentally strong. Stoic says, expect the worst and stay content even if it happens. Stoic has a very interesting exercise called voluntary discomfort. Its purpose is that we can do great things. It means that we should deliberately put ourselves in a little discomfort, like sleeping on the kitchen floor, taking cold showers, whereas normally you use hot water. If you travel by car, then travel by bus. This exercise ends the fear of losing your house, car, money, etc. in your mind. This exercise teaches us that no matter how uncomfortable the situation is, if the mindset is right, we will not only survive, but also thrive. When we intentionally put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we prepare our mind for the challenge of the future. In today's time, where advertisements are shown everywhere, this belief has been created that if we don't have the latest things, if we don't look in a certain way or don't earn a particular salary, then we can never be happy. We come into this world without knowing anything, and then gradually we learn things from home, school, and our surroundings. But the problem is that these three sources teach us different things each time. Now the question is whether we should absorb each and every thing in our life, because if we observe things without thinking, then we will set unrealistic expectations for our life. And when the expectations are not fulfilled, then disappointment is guaranteed. And honestly, this is not a way to live. We should know how to focus on ourselves. Whatever you do it for yourself. Even if you are doing good for someone, do it for yourself. Don't expect from the other person that if you have done good to him, then he will also do good to you. If we attach any heavy expectation or any attachment to our action, then often only sadness follows. We often try to fill the emptiness inside us with external things, sometimes by buying a fancy car, sometimes by buying a big house, sometimes by starting a family. But the problem is that we run after all these things not for their internal value, but for their external value. The lesson of Stoicism is that if you keep your happiness dependent on external things, then you will give your happiness in the hands of those things which can leave you anytime. The car will break down one day or the other. Natural disasters can wipe out entire cities, and every year the divorce rate is increasing. Who are the parents, siblings, friends, husband, wife who will always be alive? Who will be with you? Even for free things, a price has to be paid, the price of space. You have to give space for everything, whether physical or mental. Seneca had written one thing which is very powerful. When you learn to live with less, then space is created in your life for those things which really matter to you. If you spend your whole life with useless people and useless things, if you do this, then good people and useful things will not come in your life. We should place our happiness on the value of our being and not on something that we can buy or physically acquire. We should maintain a cool mind by doing our best in every situation, no matter what life throws at us, because whatever we want, at the end of the day, we do not have control over most of the things, but how we react to those things is in our hands. This is one of the most important principles of Dr. Stoic philosophy. In the words of Epictetus, the biggest task of life is to identify and separate things that are external, which are not in our control, and which things have come out of our own choices, over which we have full control. Working hard for goals is a good habit, but breaking down when things do not go according to plan is useless from the point of view of stocks. Now think, then write the script, make the video, edit it. Work does not work without making attractive. Thumbnail and title, finally upload it, do everything till uploading. Some things are in your hands, but as soon as you press the upload button, the power shifts to the audience. The problem is that what people do with their YouTube for is your real success. And remember, living in freedom means freeing yourself from the useless shackles of society. When you keep your expectations under control, only then will you feel completely free. Imagine a man who has been working very hard on his job for the last 6 months. He feels that now he deserves a promotion. Then he goes to his boss, shows his performance report, and asks for a promotion. After seeing the report, the boss just thanks him but does not give him a promotion. Now that man goes home and thinks that maybe I am useless in my work. But did he consider that the boss might have woken up angry that morning? Or there might have been a more qualified candidate at that time, or it could be that the company does not have the money to afford a promotion. Whatever the reason, he does not know, but he is still upset. Now Stoics teach that if he had placed his value on that performance report, if he had kept the job which he had made honestly and with 100% effort, he would have been happier. This is a simple rule. Focus on your efforts and not on its outcome, which is not in your hands. Your efforts are in your control, but giving promotion is in the boss's control. If that person changes his views, his goal of promotion does not end, it just gets postponed. This mindset is the core of true Stoicism. A true Stoic does not measure his success with money. For him, the real comfort is that he can live a happy life without all those things which can be bought with money. The four main virtues of Stoicism are wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Wisdom means understanding what is in our control and what is not, and how we react to our situation. This is the biggest part of wisdom. As Viktor Frankl said, there is a space between stimulus and response, and in that space we have the power to choose our response. Courage can be defined in two simple words, persist and resist, which means do not run away from challenges. Rather face them and avoid wrong things. Temperance means doing more with less, as I have just explained it to you in a few words. Stoics says that the limit of wealth should be only the essential thing, which means whatever is enough is enough. Bezos and Musk are becoming billionaires, but for Stoics, the real wealth is contentment, which means satisfaction. And now comes justice. The most important virtue of Stoics' religion, its lesson is simple. Do not harm anyone because we are all made for each other. We are made to do good for each other, not just for ourselves. Nelson Mandela, one of the world's most famous African leaders, was sentenced to life imprisonment when he was fighting against discrimination. He spent 27 years in jail, but when he was released, something unexpected happened. Many people thought that as soon as Mandela came out of jail, he would take revenge from those who were discriminating and harassing him. They were responsible for the jail sentence, but Mandela did not do anything like that. During his time in jail, Mandela read the books of strong philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and practiced their core values in his life. Instead of taking revenge, Mandela gave a different lesson to his people. Relax. Rebuild. It was not in their hands to control what has happened in the past, but the future was in their hands. Mandela said, "Let's move ahead and make a better country." Even in today's medical world, stress system plays a very important role, such as REBTIEE, rational emotive behavioral therapy, and logotherapy. Think sometimes it happens that we start thinking negative thoughts like nothing will happen to me or all this is going wrong. These thoughts can make us sad and angry. RBT brings us this identification with good healthy thoughts like I will do my best. The second therapy, logotherapy, says that we all should find a purpose, i.e., a reason to live. If we find our purpose, then our life will be saved. We can feel happy even when we are facing bad times in life, but doing this is a little difficult. We have to change our old thinking and learn to think in a new way. Stoics teach us the way to reach calm waters by coming out of the storms of the past and present. And even if our ship sinks and we all drown, even then we will feel happy that we lived a good life, even if it was not as long as we had thought. You can comment if you feel like, but you must do it. Finally, you guys are amazing. Keep reading, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for watching.